What's up, my YouTube people? Thanks for coming back to see just what I do today. Hope you liked watching the chickens this morning. Here's my quail. Now I know they look really shabby. It's because it's mating season. They start to look kind of bad then. But anyways, thanks for watching JWID, just what I do. Hope you're having a great day. Now today's video isn't going to be cooking or anything. It's going to be a building video. So, let's go into the garage and we'll talk about what we're going to build today. As you can see, I've got some boards picked out already. Now those 3 boards right there are going to be the bottom. Now what are we building today? We are building a storage box for behind the passenger seat of my car that I take to the mountains. Now this storage box is going to hold, you know, the jug of coffee, our tea, our water, things like that, so they'll stop falling over and making a mess everywhere. Because I'm always afraid that Rocket's going to step on one and tea or something sticky or coffee is going to be everywhere. So let me go out front to the car and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, this is where I want it to go. Just sit right here. As you can see, I have miscellaneous stuff sitting here too. That's supposed to be on my camera bag. I don't know how it got out here. And then there's some daisy treats and some tape and stuff like that. So I just want it to go right here. It'll be about 1 foot wide by 22 inches long. And I'll just set right in here. We'll put our coffee in here, our tea in here, you know, any miscellaneous stuff that we want in the back seat. And hopefully Rocket won't demolish it, because he acts like a total butt on the way home anymore. So, let's go back in the garage and we'll get building. As you can see, it is not quite 1 foot wide, but this will be plenty wide to hold the tea, water jug, and the coffee jug. So, as you can see, they're not all the same length, because this is going to be the base of the storage bin. So, I'm going to measure them all out to this length. You know, just set it on top. Mark it right there, real quick. Go over to the chop saw and we'll cut them. And then we'll glue them together. This will more than likely be a 2-day process because I gotta let the glue set before I build the sides. Now the sides are going to be almost like the puppy toy box I built, to where they just go like that. Now I will probably go maybe too high on this one because I don't want it super tall, but I want it tall enough to hold everything so they'll stop falling over in the back of the car. So I'm going to mark these and then I'll meet you over at the chop saw and we'll cut them. So, now that we got those pieces cut, that will do for the bottom. Now, I don't know if you could tell, but it is now starting to rain, of course. So hopefully I can get all my parts cut before it really starts to rain more. So, let me go inside the garage and we'll do the next part. Now the only thing that's left to do for the bottom is to glue it all together and then put a brace on it, which I'll show you here in a little bit. But since it's raining and I've got the chop saw outside, the dang weather is the whole reason why I'm not making a chainsaw video right now. Because there's supposed to be a chainsawing video coming out, but I can't make it if it's raining. So stay tuned for a video with a chainsaw in it. It'll be something cool. Excuse me. So, we are going to measure out the sides here because I want them 22 inches long. Same as the sides. And we're going to measure those out, cut those real quick before the weather gets super crappy. So, after I get those cut, I'll be back. As you can see, I got all those cut just in time to hurry up and get the chop saw back in here. I got pieces laying everywhere, but that's no big deal. Those will just go in the burn boxes for our trips to the mountains. Because once the snow melts and it starts warming up there a bit more, we'll have a little campfire and cook hot dogs and whatnot on the fire on our Friday trip. So look forward to seeing a fire at that. Or down by the lake, but the weather has to warm up a bit more and the snow has to disappear from where we like to go. But anyways, sorry. I got the 22-inch sides done. As you see here, I got all 4. I'm only going 2 high on the sides. So the only thing left to do is to glue this together, glue the bottom together. I will go get some glue, grab some clamps, because the glue is in the house because it freaks out in cold weather. But anyways, so I'm going to go get the glue, grab some clamps, we'll glue this, clamp this, May will measure it, and do the short end rails. I don't know, we'll see after we get this glued. So give me a second, and we'll glue these together. So I brought the little monsters in with me. She's kind of peeking. Say hi, Nellie. Nellie Belly. Nellie Belly. And Oliver. I brought them in because they didn't want to be wet anymore. So anyways, I've got those laying the way I want them. That's exactly how they're going to sit. I want the more cherry one in the middle. Hold on a second. Okay, that's a bit better. I had to change my white balance. It was looking a little funky. I don't know. I'll fix it in editing. But anyways, so we're going to run some glue on the inside of these. Stick a clamp on them that's sitting right there. And then we'll move on to the next part. Luckily, I got those other half cut before the rain really picked up. So let's glue these together. Oliver sneezed. Got them as even as possible. Yeah, it's a little uneven and whatnot, but it doesn't matter. This is just a little storage bin for in the car. So let's put the clamp on it now. That clamp there. We're going to put another one on this side. I don't want to crank it down too far, because then they'll splay, and then there you go, start over. Just enough to keep them together until the glue sets, which will probably be in about 24 hours. So this will be a 2-day video. But as you can see, I got them as flush as possible here. It's a little uneven on the top, but excuse me. It's okay, I can always take it to the sander and sand that out, or just leave it because this is just a storage bin in the back of the car. It's not like something that everybody's gonna see and whatnot, so it doesn't have to be exactly pretty. So tighten these clamps a little more, just a little bit. And that's about it. So we will measure this real quick, the width of it. and then we'll cut our 4 other end pieces that go on this side, and then we'll wait for this to dry, and we'll finish this video tomorrow. But for now, let's measure this and cut the other end pieces. As you can see, it's just a little bit over 10. It's about 10 3/8. Oh, turn it right. There you go. 10 3/8. So that's how long I'm going to make the other sides. Actually, no, that is not how long I'm going to make the other sides, because you have to include the little tiny bit that these end pieces are going to be. So give me a second, and I'll grab one of those pieces and add just that much to it. Okay, we're going to measure a little differently here. As you can see, I've got 2 end pieces right there. And we're just going to measure straight across from there, because you have to include the end pieces so that way everything will line up. And this box will be somewhat decent looking. So, as you can see, it is about just a little short of a foot. So it's 11 7/8. I know that's upside down. Sorry. It's just the way I'm holding the camera. So it's about 11 7/8. So that's how long I'm going to make the end pieces. So let me grab some wood, and we'll cut them, so that way we're ready for tomorrow. As you can see, I got that first one cut. It'll sit pretty much like that on the end. So let's cut 3 more, and we'll be ready to finish this project tomorrow. Would have been easier to cut all this outside, but since it's raining so much, I'll just do it inside. That's okay, it is what it is. We need the rain. I'd rather have the rain than the snow. So there's the 2 pieces for one end. Let me grab another piece of wood, and we'll make the other end. And rather than having to measure again, I'm just going to use my already cut pieces as templates. Only really need one. So, I got all the short end pieces cut. I got 4 of those. And I got the long end pieces cut. There's, again, 4 of those. So, that's all glued and waiting. So, that's all ready to go. And we'll finish this video tomorrow. You'll see me tacking everything together, putting it in place. I hope I measured right and this fits. If not, then I guess you'll see me screw up. But, thanks for watching if you got this far. And we'll finish this video tomorrow. Right? We'll finish this tomorrow, huh? Oliver and Nellie Bell. Does anybody know what Nellie Bell is from? Comment down below if you know what Nellie Bell is. And Oliver, I just like that name because I like Green Acres. And if you don't know what Green Acres is, go look it up and you'll understand Oliver. Okay, we'll finish this video tomorrow. And of course, just as I finish cutting everything, the rain decides to quit. Now it's all bright and sunshiny again. But that's okay. We'll finish this video tomorrow. And I really hope this fits. See you tomorrow. Check this out, guys. Isn't this awesome? This is red bell peppers. It's the first thing planted of the new season. Just starting to come up. I thought I'd show y'all. I thought it was awesome. I literally took the seeds from inside a bell pepper I was using for dinner, threw them in some dirt, and they're taking off. So that's the first thing planted of the new growing season. Okay, so this is day 2 of the storage box build for the car. So, isn't that cool though? So we're going to go down to the garage and finish this box build. Okay, I've got everything sitting here waiting. The end pieces, the long end pieces, those are little thingies to go in the corner I made this morning. So let's take off the clamps, pop this thing together, and finish out this video. Let's release the clamps. So there's our base for our box. Yes, it's a little uneven, but see, it's right there. A little uneven in spots, but that's okay. If I really wanted to fix that, I'd run the sander across it. But this is just a storage box to hold our drinks. So it's fine the way it is. I like it, so let's finish putting the sides together. Now, I'm going to be using the staple gun, the same thing I used in the toy box build. So you will hear the air compressor in the background. I'll try and play some music over it so you're not constantly hearing the air compressor. So let's get putting the sides on this box. Okay, the air compressor's all filled up now, for now. So when it kicks back on to fill back up, I'll play some music so you don't always hear the air compressor, hopefully. So the first thing to do is to make sure everything's all even, as even as possible. And then just staple it in place. Just do the same thing with the other side until we get to the second tier. So I'm going to do all that. I'm going to make sure the ends are flush, and then I'll talk to you again when I get to the second rung or second tier, whichever you want to call it. Okay, so there's the first part. Yeah, I could have left it like this with just one, but I think the drinks would still fall over and whatnot, so I want to build it up one more. That's where these little blocks come into play, because if I just put it here, there's no way to secure it to the bottom half, the second rung. So these, there we go, these go in the corner, so they'll connect the top rung to the bottom rung. So that's what these were for. So let's put together the next part. Now I'm just going to put it together real quick, and then we'll put these in as soon as I get the top ring done. Again, just trying to make sure everything is as flush as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, because if I wanted to go back and even it out, I could. I'll just take the sander to it. But for now, this is good enough. I'm just going to do the same thing on all four sides. I'll speed this up so you don't get bored, and I'll get back to you when we go to do the little blocks. So here we go. I'm going to fast forward it. Now. Okay, we got that all together. Now you're sitting inside the box. I'm going to show you the point of these doofy little blocks. See, if I were to just leave it, there's no way to connect the ring, the second ring. So we were going to take this doofy little block, try and get everything to somewhat line up, stick it in the corner, right in the middle of the two rings. Try and make sure it's as even as possible. Okay, now that that's off, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Try and make sure it's as even as possible. Now it's not going to be perfect, but just as even as possible. Put another block in, and staple it in place. I'm going to do that in the other two corners. I'll fast forward this part, and I'll get back to you at the end. product. There is the storage box to go behind the passenger seat in my car to hold our drinks and anything else we want to put back there so they'll stop falling over. Now, I think it came out pretty good. As you can see, I got the little blocks in all four corners, and the top ring doesn't come off now, see? Now, it's not perfect, but it will do the job. So let's take it out to the car and hope I measured right and it fits. So there's the finished product. It's all snug in there and fits just like I wanted it to. Sorry, sawdust. And it is tight in there, so see, not going to move around. We can put our thing of coffee, our water, our things of tea, even some snack bars if we wanted to, so they're handy when we're driving. We can have a drink or a snack. So there we go. There's that storage box build for the car. Now if anybody wanted to come for a ride, all I have to do is move that seat forward and it comes right out and I can put it in the trunk. So not a lot of people ride with me. So let's go in the backyard and we'll finish out this video. So I hope you liked watching me build a storage box for the car. Now stay tuned for a chainsaw video. Can anybody guess what I'm going to be turning that into? It's from a tree we had here that we cut down a long time ago. It's just been sitting around. Now I'm going to revamp it and turn it into something. I'm also going to be building a fence that goes all along this garden. I'm going to be building another one for the small garden just around the corner. Make it all match. And then I'm going to be planting all my planters. Get those all rolling. So there's a lot of videos coming your way. There's even going to be a shed build. You're going to see me build a shed soon. Now that the weather's getting better. Nelly. So, thanks for watching JWID, Just What I Do. Let me know what you think of that storage box build. Maybe I'll show it in one of my trip videos. So there's the chickens. They're all doing good. So, thanks for watching Just What I Do. Please subscribe, ring that notification bell so you get notified every time I post. And I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, especially if you made it this far. And don't forget to whack that like button. Thanks for watching. Bye.